in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been...
So Jada Pinkett Smith recently did an interview talking about how her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. And she's doing this because she has a book coming out in about a week or so. And so she's on a publicity blitz and she's doing whatever it takes to sell books. And the number one weapon to do that is to emasculate her husband, emasculate the man that she has children with. But you have to understand something. When a woman is outside of the biblical plan, the biblical purpose that God has created, that woman begins to demonstrate the signs of the curse. And what are the signs of the curse? I'll give it to you. It's black feminism. It's womanism. It's reversing the roles to where the women are now running things. Black feminists are the greatest threat to the black community. Yeah, they are. It's not white supremacy. It's not black incels. Nah. It's black feminists like Jada Pinkett Smith.
This is what happened. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married. So let's talk about the wedding. It was almost like that. And
she completely just was like, that's not a reality where you're not married.
I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married.
I don't remember that. I remember feeling very strongly and wanting you guys to be married. I do remember that. Yes. But I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage.
Say I'm a mean girl, I'm gonna tell you what I am, and that's a petty okay? I'm a petty because here's the thing. Now, I might not say some mean things, and I might not do some mean things, but if you do something to me, baby, let me tell you, I'm gonna hold on to it until the moment comes. And they'll be like, oh, what did you, what you need? You need me? Oh, no. What?
These people, like Jada Pinkett Smith and Ebony K. Williams, are the biggest threat to the black community.
Unequivocally believe and advocate for young black women to adopt this MRS degree mentality. Yeah, I said it. Now, it bucks the traditional teachings of us avoiding boys until we are so-called established. But what no one tells us as young black women matriculating on America's college campuses is that for these 4 years, or maybe 7 or 8, depending on whether or not you pursue graduate or professional studies, well, this will be the last time that you will be in such a concentrated space with this many presumably available men of projected equal educational and financial positioning. And if you desire to marry a black man, as the vast majority of black women do, this is even more so the case. What they choose, because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
And when you hear Ebony K. Williams in that piece right there, she is coming from the black feminist, womanist position. It sounds good to say that women should seek men out while they're in college so they can have a family. But she's coming from the mindset that black men are not eligible unless they go to college. That black men who do not go to college are substandard. And see, that's the trick that the government, that the Marxists and the communists have played on the black community. They have convinced, this is the same trick that the devil pulled on Eve. Same trick. When the devil told Eve, nah, you can eat that fruit, you'll be like God. And then when she ate that, immediately the roles were reversed in her mind. She was no longer a helpmeet to help Adam fulfill the plan of God in her life. Nah, her plan was to fulfill her role in life, and if she found a man along the way, so be it. And when she doesn't find a man along the way, what does she do? She attacks those men. She criticizes those men, and she dogs those. My people, listen to me. Have you ever wondered why the attendance rate in colleges for black women is so much higher than black men? Think about that. Why do we always hear the ratios that at a particular college, black women outnumber black men 6-1, 7-1, 5-1? Have you ever sat and thought about that? Are black men ignorant, dumb, stupid? Are black men not intelligent? No, that's not the case. Because while they are pumping up the black woman to create this gender divide, see, people are looking to divide America. I know I got a lot in me. I know I'm going a lot of different ways, but trust me, I'm just being led by where I'm going. The whole reason that they have all this stuff that we're fighting against, critical race theory, intersectionality, this junk was created by women. BLM. Oh, who started BLM? 3 black lesbians. Who started this new publication? I heard this black media publication called Afropunk, by black women. And what do they do in these publications? What do they do in these organizations? They always attack straight black men, and they hate black men that love God and are Christians. They hate them. They really do. Because in their minds, those brothers are symbols of the patriarchy. We must destroy them, must tear them down. But yet, you have some gullible black women, Christian black women, who subscribe to what these people are spewing. The lies these people are spewing. And you have to go back to the 70s when this stuff started happening. When you start to see more and more black women being elevated by the Democratic Party and by the media and by the culture. That's intentional. They knew to destroy the black community, you first got to kick that dude out the house. Get that man out the house. You got to get him out. You can't have the man. You can't have the man in the house. The man is the provider. The man is the protector. The man is the pastor. The man is the priest. The man is the king in his house. You got to kick the king out so he can come in and bring in people that are 7 times worse than we are. And so that is what has happened to the black community. But instead of black leaders talking about it, nah, the Afro-stocracy profit off of that. Because they know in their minds, they're not going to be impacted by that. So they'll preach to you this false gospel for the women to get the bag. And do they ever say that? I never heard them say to the man, get the bag. Man, you better get that bag. Men don't talk like that. Men are about action. Women can be manipulative, conniving, full of witchcraft. Get that bag. That is the mentality that exists in the black community. And it's been fed and planted and seeded in the black community by Marxists, communists, anti-God, anti-black people. All these folks talking about, man, we gotta come against all this anti-black stuff. Fool, don't you know that the people that you are listening to are the most anti-black, if you want to call it that, anti-black, and I hate calling this stuff based on race, using a race card, but we have to call this stuff out. Don't you know the most anti-black people are the ones that are telling you about, oh, look over here, this shiny object, white supremacy, white supremacy. But yet they feed you people that are taking you down the pit of destruction. But yet you sit there and listen to them. Because like Malcolm X said, only black folks are led by entertainers and rappers and athletes.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
But again, it's so funny. When I saw the reaction to the video I did about the black men in suits, I knew the normal pushback would come from the black feminists, the black womanists, who want to elevate women over men, who can't see anything positive when it comes to men, let alone black men and black straight men. But that's the point. They want to ensure that the black community stays in a victimhood mindset, because if they keep the black community in a victimhood mindset, keep black people thinking they're victims, they'll profit. Well, I'm here to tell you, we're not victims. We are empowered for greatness.